Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, Marquetta, Douglas Bro, Hawk Pilot, Clint. Welcome in, welcome in. There we go. Douglas, good morning, good morning. Jump in that giveaway. We'll get rolling here shortly. You are welcome. Jay Handyman, good morning, good morning. 1935 Godless Silver Certificate. Early 1935 Godless Silver Certificate. Get rolling here this morning. Roe Roger is in 1935 Knowing God We Trust on the back here. Godless. What is this? 91-year-old paper. It's running. It's going to sell. $2 and go. No reserve. 3 seconds. Fair warning. Roe Roger. Grabbing the first lot of the day. Let's get this timer drop back here. 1935 G $1 silver certificate. The G series could be with or without motto. This is a godless without motto. Let's get this timer drop back, get rolling here this morning. $1935 G $1 silver certificate. It's running. No motto, godless silver certificate. Row is in 1935 G. $2 and go, no reserve. Hello. It always takes a minute for everybody to get warmed up. Row grabbing that one. Row is ready to go this morning. Thank you. Appreciate you. Give people a couple minutes to cycle in, I guess. Probably getting a little bit of an early start. Anybody got big plans for the holiday weekend? I'm just excited to be off for a few days. I got a bunch of office work that I need to get done, and yeah, that's exactly what I'm hoping to do. There's things sprinkled in. I think my niece's birthday, they're having a little birthday party today. So do that. And there's some things kind of sprinkled in. Maybe if the weather is nice one of these days, Mrs. Blue and I will go for a little motorcycle ride. Still, Bill, if you're real in Southern California, I'm sure the weather is nice there. I always wanted to rent a car, like a Mustang convertible or something in Chicago, drive Route 66, and then drive up the Pacific Coast Highway, drop the car off, and fly back. I always thought that would be fun. I should write that down so that happens. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm talking about my dream, and now here Jay Handyman comes in his dream. Yeah, that would be Vanderhall. Those are cool little machines. I don't know a ton about them other than I think they look pretty cool. Dark Horse, congratulations. Let's get a giveaway going here right away again. Let's not be messing around with this. There we go. Got another one going. You are welcome. Yeah, 1.5 with the turbo. You have to remember, like, a slingshot is just basically, a little small four cylinder, but that doesn't have a turbo on it. So, yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm just thinking, well, the Vanderhall thing would be cool, but I'm just thinking like that's a long trip. I don't know how long Route 66 is, but that's got to be thousands of miles. And then, but I thought, that'd be fun to drive the whole Route 66. I mean, I've driven parts of it for sure, but um, where does Route 66 end? Is it in Las Vegas? Then drive over to California, drive up the Pacific Coast Highway. Sounds like fun to me. Arizona, got it. So Arizona, we definitely hit Vegas, I'm sure. I would throw some dice. Mrs. Blue would run some slot machines and then head over to Laguna Beach. Yeah, that sounds like here's a nice 1935 G. Let's see if this is with or without motto. The first 75% were without motto. And that's what this is. 1935 G without motto. $1 silver certificate. Let's see if I can have a steady enough hand to get this running. There we go. I don't know why my screen is blue. Oh no. 1935 G $1 silver certificate. Better note here. 1935 G 91-year-old paper. It's running. Let's go, go, go. We got to get rolling here this morning. 1935 G. It's running. Rower is Roseanne. Sold at Roseway. I don't know a lot about the Pacific Coast Highway. I assume it starts down by San Diego, and where does it go all the way up to past San Francisco? Or again, I haven't exactly researched that. Entire West Coast. Does it go to Seattle? All the way to Canada? Well, she's that'd be perfect. I would probably drive to Chicago, see my sister. Mrs. Blue and I could rent that car, go to Arizona, over to Las Vegas, over to Pacific Coast Highway up to Seattle and fly back to Chicago and then drive home. I don't know. I suppose so if we rented the car in Minneapolis, but then I suppose you could drop the car off in Seattle and fly home. There we go. I got to write that down. The Goonies house, is that where they made the from the Goonies the movie from my childhood? Okay. Nice. And what town is this in? Let me scroll up here. I gotta get that in the old mental clicker. Astoria, Oregon. Okay. Probably stop and see my stepdaughter. They're in, I think, near Portland. Sounds nice. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate the pointers. All 5 seconds left on that giveaway. Jump in there. Roll. Congrats. Oregon, not Oregon. Got it. My Midwest accent coming in. No, I get it. I get you're joking, but yeah, no, when you're, what do they call people in the South? Hillbillies? And when you're from the Midwest and you sound like me, it got kind of that same drawl. Here we go. Here's a interesting lot of well circulated notes. The bottom's a 35G. It's got a cashier mark. The top is a well circulated 57. Look at that. Holy buckets. I don't even know if I can. I better put something a little bit. I was going to call this the impaired lot like Blue Oval Pro. Here we'll put a 35F and a 35G together. This one's got a little paper pull over here. Both godless silver certificates. 35F and 35G. We're going to get that one running. $2 and go. Both notes, one money. Here we go. 1935F and 1935G. Getting both notes here. One money. Yeah, I want to go on vacation now. Both notes. $2. Thank you. Appreciate it. Row. Well, if you've seen my Canadian banknote collection, you know that I'm basically must be darn near Canadian. Here's another 35 F and G. This one's got some spots with some, you can see that one's got some pins in it. This one's got a little crease up on the top. This one I don't know, must have been in somebody's pocket or something. I don't know. Who knows? Dead Valley, good morning, good morning. 1935 F and 1935 G, both notes, one money. Two early Godless Silver certificates, they're running. Jeez, I can't even buy them for $2. What in the heck? Both notes, one money. Row Roger. Um, it depends on what you think a good investment is. I would say $1,000 bill or 500s for that matter. It's like gold. You tend the price is high, but the volatility isn't super there. So, if you're looking for an investment with a large return, it's probably not a great investment. If you're looking for something, hey, I'm going to buy this for this and it's going to be worth that in 5, 10 years, and obviously a little bit more, then yeah, I think they're good investments. They're not a lot of volatility. They're always in demand. but the prices tends to be all the money right up front, and they only appreciate so fast. So it's kind of a low risk type of thing. If you're into expensive, nice things, um, that, you're going to have to pay the money for up front, but it's going to have value later. Um, Starting off, I suppose a low grade would be in that $2,750 range. 2,750 to 5,000 for the common stuff, and then obviously if you get into high grade odd stuff, it can go crazy from there. Eric Var, congrats. I'm gonna do one more giveaway right away, and then we'll be doing giveaways throughout the show every 5 minutes. My software package will pick it up after this one. 1935A early. This is an early series right after the double date. Little bit better note here, 1935A. Don't see it as often. 1935A $1 silver certificate. It's running. It's going to sell. 1935A, little better series here. It's running. It's going to sell here this morning. 3 seconds. Fair warning. Roe is going to grab that one. Jamie jumping in. 1935A, little bit better series here. It's running. It's going to sell. 1935A. Raven, are you from Oregon? Oregon? There we go. Oregon. I have even a hard time saying it. 1935A, it's running. It's sold. Roger. Awesome. I'm about 5 miles from downtown Minneapolis. I'm Blue Oval Pro. I'm out of the Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota area. If you like awesome, awesome. If you like currency stuff, check out the Blue Oval Pro, all one word, YouTube channel. Got some videos over there. We'll be dropping some videos this weekend. Sure could use the support and subscribers over there. 1957B. Nice corners on this one. 1957B. It's host choice this morning, which just means I don't have the note sleeved up yet. 1957B, we'll get that one running. 1957B, $1 silver certificate, brighter paper here, less circulation. It's running. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen. Douglas is in. Better silver cert here, 57B. It's running. It looks circulated, but looks good. 57B. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen. Row Roger is in. Yoko. Good morning. Good morning. This is a note that I get requested occasionally, which I don't usually have, a 35B. Not a super key in the series or anything, but it is one that's trickier for people to find. I got this in a big group that I bought, threw it off to the side. 1935B Godless Silver Certificate. It's running. Elon, good morning, good morning. 1935B, don't sleep on it. 91-year-old paper 42249221. Couple deuce pairs in there. It's running. 35B, a little bit better series here. It's running. It's going to sell this morning. Dover Kid is in. Now, Jamie, 1935B, $1 silver certificate. Little better series here. It's running. If you want a 35B, here's your chance. Sold at Dover Kids Way, auction lot number 8. Thank you. The Dover Kid is the only one that's could beat Roy Roger this morning so far. About 25 seconds left on the giveaway. We'll let that giveaway run. Now we're Ben, congrats. What are we getting after each other about? Oh, got it. I like it. Little good fun in the chat here this morning. I love it. 1963 $5 red. Let's get that one going. $2 and go. I did great the other morning on one of these. $3. Should have bought a Slurpee with it. 1963 $5 red. Purge. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in, everyone. George Washington 10 cent. Got it. We can take a look at it. We love everybody here on the Blue Oval Pro channel, even the Givey Goblins. 1963 $5 red. It's gonna go. It's going cheap. Sheesh, you're gonna want your name at the bottom of the screen here. $3. Fair warning on the 63 $5 red. That's true, Inca. That is absolutely true. We don't love the Bears here on this channel. What's that emoji? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, the boot. Okay. I couldn't see it. Well, I could see something, but it maybe I could should look up on my monitor up here. This is how I figure out how bad it gets sometimes. We That I like looking at. That was in some bar for about 1,000 years, I think, with about 1 million cigarettes smoked. But this is how I keep an eye on when I gotta say holy buckets when the number down here is $3 on a $5 red seal. Then I gotta get the holy buckets out. All right. What do we got here? Yeah, I picked that up. I think I got that at Central States in 2025. I've been enjoying that up there on top. It's just sitting on top of my wall monitor mount. Okay, so let me get focused here. Somebody who asked about the 10 cent fractional. Raise your hand if you asked about the 10 cent fractional. Willy nilly, Bo Billy. I apologize. And then we'll look at the $100 red seal. I'm having so much fun with the chat here this morning. $109. This is a first issue. This is not the first issue. The first issue, this is a first issue, but this is a later one because it's got these the edges. The first issue is perforated like a stamp. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Are there any other Bears fans in here? I think there's only one Bears fan in the world. My good friend Jay Handyman out of the great state of Maryland. One Bears fan in the world. And we're lucky enough to have him grace the show. Typically every day. Obviously, Jay's got a life too, so sometimes he's got other stuff going on. But I think there's only one Bears fan in the world, and that's our very own Jay Handyman. Are you gonna have two? What would be the Indiana team then? Would it be the Bears or would it be the Colts? This comment is gonna get. I expect to see some stuff in the chat on this. Ooh, forget about Peyton. 55 PPQ, about uncirculated. Stunning eye appeal on the 1966 $100 legal tender. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Okay, Inca's comment I know is going to be good. What do we got going on here? To the chipmunks. I don't have that much room on it, unfortunately. Um, yeah, who would be considered the best running back of all time? I mean, there's some Barry Sanders' career was fairly short, though. Yeah, for sure, 100%. I'm definitely not taking anything. Yeah, Bo Jackson just wasn't around long enough. Absolute. Remember that poster that does anybody remember posters from the 80s? You'd always have, I'd have a Lamborghini poster up on my wall. Then when I got real spicy, it was the one with a bikini lady on it with the big hair from the 80s. Then there was the bands. Can we even talk about Lamborghini posters with bikini women on them? That's probably not politically correct anymore. Larry Zonka, Farrah Fawcett. The White Snake video. Um, yeah, those were, and that's the thing I'm gonna say about, yeah, there's was some good stuff. Good scenery. But again, I don't know if I even can talk about that on Whatnot. I'll probably get a 2-week ban. Um, the But that brings up, yeah, Walter Payton, playing in the 80s, that was a little bit different time too. And um maybe he would have been better later. I don't know. But yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, there's no question about that. OJ Simpson. Yeah, there's been, I mean, that's the thing. Like everybody, all these names that coming up is there's definitely been a lot of good backs. So to say, hey, the best back ever. Yeah, I think remember when I think Walmart had like in their one of their aisles they had the posters in those big black frames you could flip through. This thing, this has got to go to the wholesaler. We'll get rid of that. Well, and that's back when magazines were really popular too. I always got all the car magazines. I love looking at all that stuff, and they had the ladies in there. 1973 Canada $1 out of the Color Series. Got the cool vignette with the Canadian Parliament building and the vignette of the boat running the logs down the river. That's kind of a cool piece. We'll get that one going. That one's sitting on the desk. It's going to sell $2 and go. 1973 Canada got a nice vignette on the back. Again, this is the Canadian Parliament building and they're running logs down the river. Dover Kid is in on that one. 3 seconds, fair warning, 73, young Queen Elizabeth here. It's running. It's going to sell 1973 out of the Colors series. I like this vignette on the back of the 73. Pretty slick. Dover Kid is in. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see here. Firebird with the big 6.6 liter, the big eagle on the hood, 455. 3 minutes and 21 seconds. It's all good. We're good. We can put that one to the bed. It's my items to give away, so I got it. 1918 $1 Green Eagle. What I like about this note here is how strong the eagle is on the back. A lot of times they get kind of roughed up in this condition, but 1918 Chicago Green Eagle, it's running. Elon, you're all good. No worries. I don't think I have any $2 red seals. I know that's what you like to buy, but I don't think I have any queued up this morning. It's all good. It's all good, people. I got it. After 15,000 sales, I got this. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, for sure. I know that you do, and I obviously will keep trying to find. I just don't have any right at the moment. Got another giveaway going. There's 2 minutes left. Jump in there. Here's a $2 red seal. Let's 2 buck and go this. This one has a torn corner, superstition tear. When you took these to the racetrack, that was unlucky to have that corner. That's why a lot of them have torn corners. This is a 1928D, almost 100-year-old red seal, 582991012 serial number. Good looking, circulated, almost 100-year-old red seal. Don't crush my hopes and dreams this morning. 1928D, 2 bucks and go, no reserve. It's going to sell here this morning. 1928D, it's running. Hello, 28D, almost 100-year-old red seal. Holy buckets. You're going to want your name on the bottom of the screen. Whoever does is getting a good buy here. It should be like a 18, 15 bucks. I don't know. Not 4 bucks. Hello. Hello. 1928D, it's almost 100-year-old red seal here. Elon Musk 2.0 is in 3 seconds. Fair warning. I'm not going to fight this morning. They're going to just have to remember if we get them to reasonable prices, I can bring better stuff out. I'm always putting notes off to the side like, nope, not this morning. It's not going. And if it's going, then we'll bring the hitter stuff out. Purge, congratulations. Elon, there's your $2 red seal for the day. I'll probably run into another one. Who knows? All right. What else do we have here? This is a cool piece. I should keep this. That's the weirdest thing. Yeah, that I better keep. Let's see here. What do I got? All right. Well, here's an oddity. So April 13th, 1976, they came back with the $2 bill for the bicentennial. You could go and get it stamped. It was April 13th. Well, this person, this must have was this Mrs. Blue that did this? They didn't get it April 13th. They didn't get theirs until July 22nd. Was that Mrs. Blue that was about 2 months late to the party? She knew it was April 13th, and by the time she was ready to go out the door, it was July 22nd. Holy buckets. I don't see any folds on it. This is out of Latrobe, Pennsylvania, July 22nd, 1976. I think we've talked about it. This is not a first day issue. I don't know why the person was two months late to the party. 2 bucks and go. July 22nd, 1976. This is a cool piece. We can take a look at that. This one's going to sell. No reserve, $2 and go. Holy buckets. Somebody's going to get a buy on this one. Make sure it's you. Again, I don't have a lot of fight in me this morning. It was a long week. They're going to sell for what they're going to sell for. This is out of the Cleveland District, Bicentennial 2 with the congressional stamp on it, July 4th, 1776. 3 seconds. Ray grabbing that one. Thank you, Ray. I feel like I'm missing out on good. Missing out on good stuff in the chat. I love talking about cars. I have my dad's 1975 Corvette. My dad passed away in 2013. So I have that and my 39 Ford truck. On the first day the $2 bill came out for the bicentennial in 1976, totally fine. I do obviously miss him. He was a simple man. As I get older, I feel like I'm more and more like him. I look more and more like him as I get older. Here's another one of those. Yep, I bought that truck in 2001, I believe. I think 2001. Here's another July 22nd out of that Cleveland district. It's got the 1776 stamp on it. Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Again, these came out on April 13th. You typically were supposed to go on April 13th and get it stamped, but this person was about 2 months late to the party. 3 months. I don't think it was covering the date on the other one. I think I could see it. Holy buckets. Did you get the last one? We're going to run this one $2 and go. It's your birthday. You got to get it. This one's running. Ryan Bow is in. Bicentennial. Travis, do you have a C6 Z06? About an '04 model? Awesome. That's a hell of a car. You know, if you want a lot of performance, that you get a lot of car for that. Typically can pick up a nice example of one of those for about, well, even under 40, but yeah, for sure. Just the performance and the C5 is great. All the Corvettes are great and for one way or another. Um get a lot of value a lot of times. Um but the C6, definitely the performance. If you're looking for a performance, you're going to want to jump up to. This is kind of an interesting one. Yeah, mine's a C3, one of the lowest horsepower Corvettes of all time. My dad put headers on it and a different carburetor, so it livened it up. It's a pretty light car, so It's in really good shape, 40,000 original miles on it. This is kind of a cool note. The visit of, we'll let the giveaway go. Designer Drip, congrats. This is kind of an interesting note. Visit of Pope John Paul II, and I assume that it was October 3rd, 1979 in Philadelphia. It's got the stamp, it's got the Virgin Mary and young Jesus with the Vatican stamp on it. That's kind of a cool piece. It is on a bicentennial 1976. Does have a little bit of ink from, obviously it's stamped, so there's a little bit of ink there, but that's an interesting piece. $2 and go. Bicentennial to Pope John Paul II visit in on October 3rd, 1979. It's running, it's gonna sell. If you want this Pope John Paul visit note, it's the only one I've got. Here's your shot. Douglas grabbing that one. Good grab. Douglas, if you're into that, that's something at some point that be pretty cool in a holder. Unique piece. I like stuff. I like collecting stuff like that. That wasn't exactly my flavor, but that's was just a cool piece. Um I jokingly call this my DB Cooper 20, which it's not. Um but I bought a big collection from a dealer, and the dealer's like, "Well, if you want all this other stuff, you got to buy this 20 for $20." Again, I should take the time and take it to the bank and see if I can get my $20 back, but that's the story on this. I've kind of started to grow on me. It's a 1950A. Awesome, awesome. It looked pretty good in a holder, but I know none of the grading companies, which I understand, wouldn't put that wouldn't grade that. What else? Holy buckets. We got a couple $2 bills. I'll run another one. I kind of, that last one, I had a pretty heavy Blue Oval Pro subsidy on it. Here's a 1953 $2 red. Let's get that one running. No torn corners, no cashier marks, no nonsense. 1953 $2 red. It's running. Go, go, go on the 53 $2 red. We got to get rolling here this morning. We're all hot to trot in the chat, but on the bidding screen, we got to let's get those swiping fingers warmed up. 53 $2 red. It's not torn in half. What in the heck do we have going on? 1953 $2 red. Somebody's going to get a buy. Make sure it's you. It's running. It's going to sell. Jamie is in. Not torn in half. Sold it Jamie's way. I'm gonna run this one. Again, no torn corners. Nice sharp corners on this one. 1963 $2 red seal. It's running. 1963. Look at the corners on this one. No writing, no cashier marks. Nice sharp corners on it. It's running. It's gonna sell. It's going cheap. Holy buckets. We gotta go, go, go. This should be like $15. Let's roll. 1963 $5 red. 3 seconds. Fair warning. Yeah, 67 Chevelle. That's a sweet ride. Travis grabbing that one. So has everybody been to bed last night, or are people still up from Still up from last night. Holy buckets. I suppose on the West Coast it's only what, 3 o'clock in the morning? This I'm gonna send out to grading. I gotta put this on the grading pile. Look at that. That's pretty cool. $20 stamp July 4th, 1976 with the full 4 rack of stamps. Yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock. I've slept for the night already. You manage a strip club in Orlando. That's gotta you gotta have some stories to tell. You should start a whatnot channel. You can just talk about the day in the life. I didn't even know that those really existed anymore with all the online and all that. Is that still popular or is this just something that I think Minnesota still has them. But obviously like with gambling, we can only gamble certain stuff here. You can't have um you can't we can't play craps. We're not responsible enough to have craps or roulette or some of these games. And then in Minnesota, if you have alcohol, the if you have alcohol or don't have alcohol dictates like I don't know how crazy it gets or whatever the case, but yeah, Minnesota's got all sorts of we're super moral people here in Minnesota. I don't know, it makes no sense. Travis getting red chatted this morning. 1950 C out of Kansas City, the King of Diamonds. That's KOD's. Are you from Wonka? Are you from Minnesota? Is that place still around? I don't even know if I didn't know if the um COVID took those places out or what. 1950C. This one's going to be a $25 start. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but otherwise, I'll probably, it's pretty nice. I'll maybe send that one to grading on the next submission. Travis grabbing that one, 1950C out of Kansas City. Yeah, everybody, I'm not real political. I used to be very political, and now I trust each and every one of you in the chat 100 times more than any politician. I don't care what their side or whatever. I just don't believe in it. Those people have no interest in me. I think it's called a libertarian. That's what I am. I want you to do whatever you want to do as long as it's not hurting somebody else. I'm good with it. Jeez, here's some Santa Claus notes that I've got for Christmas. I'll have to put those off to the side. I'm going to be rich. I must have gotten into a stack of notes that I was going to send off for grading. Here's a World War II occupation note from Japan, 1945. That's a cool piece. 20 yen, higher denomination. If you're just looking for an example of this, they have more of fractional ones like 10 sen and different things. So those would be much cheaper than this one. But this is like the dollar bill size. World War II, 20 yen, 1945. Kind of a cool piece. This is when the United States occupied Japan after the war. This is the currency that was used. I'm going to take a closer look. I'm trying to figure out where this came from. A lot of times, can't remember where I got this from, but I know this was supposed to go into the grading pile and it'll go back in there because the next note too is kind of a cool um and this looks to be uncirculated. 1943. Obviously this one's earlier because the United States and the Allies um occupied Italy earlier. Obviously, the war turned in North Africa and they turned their attention to heading up the boot of Italy. So, this is a 1943 A10 Lear uncirculated. Um, Mainland Europe invasion by the Allies. Nice color on that. That'll go making a specific grading pile here. $5. I've got a $5 red seal I think I just saw. I can run that. I don't think so, Dark Horse, but I can definitely keep an eye. Here's a 1963 $5 red seal. Should be about 15 bucks. We're not doing that. We're doing $2 and go. It's running. It's going to sell. 1963 $5 red seal. It's running. It's going to sell here this morning. Nizzy Momo is in now. Travis 1963 $5 red. Serial 30016 It's running. 1963 $5 red. Travis is back in at 10. 1963 $5 red. Here we go. Travis grabbing that one. Yeah, don't get me going on that, Yokosha. That whole thing. When GM went through the financial crisis of 2008, um, those great companies that were actually profitable, they had to get rid of brands. It was just part of, the bailout and all of that. Well, Pontiac and Saturn, which was a great company, um, a bunch of the good ones. I think Oldsmobile made it a little bit through that, but then they got knocked out too. But what Ford did at that time is they um I basically pawned all their property. I don't remember what that exactly is called. It's not coming to me, but they mortgaged all of their properties, and that's how why Ford didn't have to take the bailout. They're still paying that back. Um and GM just took the government money and laughed all the way to the bank. 1923 large size red seal. This is a note that I don't get very often. When I do, they sit for a minute, but they sell. Tuckers. Yeah, it was well ahead of its time for sure. I mean, these guys that were, well ahead of their time, definitely innovation, and that's how a lot of innovation comes. My those 3.8 GTPs were crazy. Yeah, that was a good buy. I mean, they you just don't see the red seals, or like I said, I get one every couple months. They jump up quick. Nizzy Momo, I don't know that I have any more. I don't have any tombstone notes, unfortunately. Douglas, congrats on the giveaway. We're doing giveaways every 5 minutes. Here's a 34A out of Chicago. Got a pretty hard crease right here. I'm going to fix price this one because otherwise it's going to crush my hopes and dreams this morning. 1934A, $20 out of Chicago. Midnight blue. Such a sharp color. I was over at the body shop yesterday, speaking of old times, and they had a picture of their grand opening, which I'm guessing was like in the 90s. And the guy that's the kind of the manager, he's been there 30 some years. I've been at the dealership I'm at down the street for 26, but he was wearing a pair of Jabot jeans. And I was like, that was a flashback. Who remembers Jabot jeans? Man, we're talking about some crazy stuff this morning. Holy buckets. Why do these all have that harsh crease in them? Let's see if I can. Ontario 100. Holy buckets. Good morning. Good morning. Definitely check out Ontario 100's YouTube channel. Got a bunch of great content over there. Welcome in. Welcome in. You are welcome. Let's take a minute. Let's go to the YouTube right down there. YouTube, Blue Oval Pro, one word, and Ontario 100. We sure could use the support over on the YouTube. That's a tough game over there. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Let's get a giveaway going. All right, so we're going to do an awesome giveaway. And while we're doing that, the thing is, I need everybody to subscribe to the Blue Oval Pro and Ontario 100 YouTube channels. Let's put Ontario 100 and Blue Oval Pro YouTube in the chat. We're going to give away this 63 $5 red seal. And while we're doing that, Ontario 100 and Blue Oval Pro sure could use your support over on YouTube. Subscribe to the channels. A lot of great content. You love currency. You're here. You're hanging out. Give it a subscribe over to both of those channels. We're going to give this away. There we go. Thank you, Marquetta. Got it pinned up. Ontario 100 and Blue Oval Pro over on the YouTube. Help us out. Just write subscribe in the chat. I appreciate you stopping by. Sure could use the support over there. I'm gonna get a few things. We'll just do this for a minute. I got to get a couple things kind of situated here. I'm actually gonna get another cup of coffee. We got about 3 minutes left on that $5 Red Seal giveaway. We'll put that up front. All right. Good morning, Falling Star. Make sure to jump into that giveaway. We're giving away that $5 Red Seal right now while we're going to the Blue Oval Pro YouTube channel, subscribing, and the Ontario 100. You're here this morning, you love currency. Make sure to subscribe to both of those great channels. Help a couple old timers out that are trying to break loose on YouTube. About 45 seconds left on the giveaway. Jump in the giveaway. Nice $5 red, 1963 $5 red. All you got to do is click up here. Only 56 out of. Let the barista know at Starbucks. Blue Oval Pro's giving away free cash this morning. He sure could use your support over at Blue Oval Pro. Call your grandma, yell out the window, let them know we're giving away free cash this morning. Only 58 out of 73. All you got to do is click there. It's totally free. Good luck, everyone. Who's going to take down the $5 red? JG 77777777777. I don't know if I said the right amount of sevens, but that one's coming your way. Trust the seller box. That I don't know. That's I know a lot of people do that, but I think that's hard because you just don't know what people like or want, you know? I'm definitely here to do what people ask, but that's something I don't know. I don't have much experience with that. Here's a 1934 A $20 out of the San Francisco district. 1934A, $20 out of the San Francisco district. I don't know, it should be about a $50 start. We're not doing that. We're going to do $2 and go. Here you go. 1934A, $20 out of San Francisco district. Nice lighter green seal on that one. 34A, $20 green seal. It's running. 34A, $20 green seal out of San Francisco. It's running. It's going to sell $21. It's running. 34A, $20 green seal. It's running. It's going to sell. It's not torn in half. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen on the 34A San Francisco. Little tougher L district on the 34A. It's running. It's going to sell $27. Goodbye, Samster. I have no idea where those ones ran off to so fast. I had some in my hand and then they were just all gone. Okay, so moving on from that, jump in that giveaway. Put that back down there. Ontario 100, do you have any new videos that have popped out recently? Here's an Oklahoma 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. Absolutely stunning lady riding the horse. This is a 2025 Alpha Series. $2 and go. 24 karat gold, 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold. It's running. Should be about 12, 13, $14, something like that. Alpha Series. They only made the limited run of these. Alpha Series 2025 Oklahoma 1 unit gold back, way under melt. 24 karat gold. 1886 notes. Well, if you want to check out a video on 1886 notes, definitely check out Ontario 100. B Meeks, dang. That one stung. Good grab. Thank you, B Meeks. Appreciate you. I always say sometimes I don't appreciate the price, but I appreciate the buyer for sure. Nice little short series. I don't have any graded Hawaii's right now. And I don't think I have any out for grading. I will be at the Sioux Falls, South Dakota show next weekend. Going to South Dakota in August for the Sturgis Rally, motorcycle rally. Um, that's um that's kind of a sore subject. I want to go in July, but the thing is, I only have a month of vacation, and pretty much every one of those days is a show. I just don't have enough time. I am going to be at the fun show in January. I've already made the commitment to do that. Albertson fractionals. Well, I've got those up there. We'll just quickly cycle through these. Oh, awesome. We'll have to meet up for sure. I'm going to take Mrs. Blue to the fun show or to Florida. We'll stay for some time. I think we'll probably go in on whatever the first day is, Wednesday, and then we'll stay until Sunday, but I'll only be on the show I think probably, maybe whatever the first 2 days are, and then we'll have a little vacation. She does a lot of the she does a lot of shipping and behind the scenes work. Oh, I can tell you the specifics for sure. I mean, not too much of the specifics, but yeah, a friend of there was a couple that I was friends with, husband and wife, and she was friends with them, but we didn't know each other. I had been recently divorced. Oh yeah, she's the boss. And she had been divorced. We were both fairly recently divorced, but not like real fresh. But anyways, they said, "Hey, you should come up. Mrs. Blue is going to be there. We're going to just have a fun time." Thought nothing of it. I was like, "Yeah, fine." So we went to a little local watering hole and we're having fun. We were playing pull tabs. If you're not from Minnesota, pull tabs are little gambling cards that you pull open. They're called cardboard crack a lot of times. So, yeah, we just kind of hit it off, and then all of a sudden, like an hour or two into it, we're like, where'd they go? They were just gone. So they moved on to the next place and left us there, and the rest is history. Oddly, they got divorced probably 6 months later. Um, and they had been married a long time. We each knew them for, I don't know, they had been married, I don't know, 15 years or something. So, anyways, that's the story there. Yeah, for sure. I think that's how the good times start. What else? What else we got going on here? That I am. I definitely will. I definitely will. Here's a tough note. We're gonna two buck and go this morning. Nothing crazy, but when I buy 1,000 silver certificates, I probably get 30 or 40 better ones. This one's a better one. 1935H. So 35 series. A lot of people think all the 35s are no motto, which 99% of them are, but 3/4 of the way through the G series and all the H series are with motto. 35 with motto should be about a $20 note. We're going to let you guys decide. $2 and go. Better 35H with motto. This is a better note. You're going to want your name at the bottom of the screen. Like I said, when I buy 1,000, I maybe end up with 10, 20 of these better ones. Holy bucket, $7. That's it. That one I should have kept. Thank you, not for sale. I appreciate it. That was a steal. Good grab on that one. Not gonna run any of that. Here's a Series 481 military payment certificate. Got a hole right there, got some staining. We'll get that one running $2 and go. Series 481. Right after World War II, Series 481 military payment certificate. Good color on the back. Does have the staining, but it's running. Show. Um, let's see what else we've got here. Here's a nice 57 1957 silver certificate set. Here's a 57 plain, a 57A. These are all circulated but kind of problem free, and a 57B. 57, 57A, and 57B. Nice circulated silver certificate set, getting all three notes, one money, $2 and go. 1957 silver certificate set, it's running, it's gonna sell. 57, 57A, and 57B, you're getting all of them complete. 57 silver certificate set, they're running, they're gonna sell. Good set here. If you want to put a nice little set together, here it is: 1957, 57A, and 57B. $9. Samster. Oops. Auction number 23. I'm talking way too much this morning. I'm just having fun. Sometimes it's not all about selling as fast as you can. It probably should be, but here's a cool note. World's Columbian Exposition 1893, Chicago Day. 1893 paper. It's got Fort Dearborn on the back. I'm not sure what 716881. It's got a little cashier mark there and pencil, little ink. That's a cool piece. World's Columbian Exposition 1893, $22 start on that one. It rained yesterday. I don't know what it's supposed to be like for the rest of the weekend. I did think about I was actually thought about looking at the weather, which I usually don't, but was thinking about taking the Harley out sometime this weekend, and I was gonna see if here's a nice 1957 $1 silver certificate, but yeah, I don't know what the weekend's gonna bring. 57 $1 silver certificate, it's running. 1957 $1 silver, it's running. Go, go, go on the 57. We got to get rolling here this morning. 1957, good paper here. What are we doing? Holy buckets. Samster is in. We got to get these things rolling here this morning. I'm not even going to be able to buy a slushy today. Samster is in. 1957 $1 silver certificate, it's running, it's going to sell. Bought gas yesterday, $4.60 a gallon. I'm like, man, this isn't cheap to be driving all over creation to get this stuff. Here's a 57A Yokosha. Congrats on the giveaway. 57A, $1 silver. We're going to get that one running. 1957A, it's running. It's going to sell. Costs are definitely up for sure. for everyone. I feel bad for everyone on how much all this stuff is. You know, if you were just hard working and made the sheesh, I might have to just drive down there, hand deliver your notes and get some gasoline. But yeah, I feel bad for people that are working hard and just don't make a lot of money. Not that I make a lot, but I can buy gas, you know, if it's $2 or $5, I need it so I can buy it. But if you're just working hard, it makes it tough, you know? How do you pay for food and insurance and gas and, you know, just the basics just to sit in your house or wherever you live? It's tough. Samster is in 499 on the Red Seal 100. 529 in Virginia. I'm sure somebody from California will chime in. It's got to be over $6. I mean, don't I have no idea, but I'm just guessing. I actually think I saw in a YouTube video somebody was talking that it was over $6 in California. Prosciutto King, I just sold one for $6 or something. You just missed it. Went for a buy. It was a 35H actually. Here's a 1954 Hong Kong $1. Young Queen Elizabeth with the crown. Good looking eye appeal on that one. I can knock that one down to $12. Can't really buck and go some of this stuff because I don't know if there's any interest in it. I'll really get my hopes and dreams crushed. Take care, Ontario 100. I sure appreciate you coming by. Definitely subscribe to Ontario 100's YouTube channel. A lot of great content, especially put an 1886 series together on YouTube. I assume Martha will make an appearance on that 1886 um video. Ontario 100, before you go, do you have Martha on the 1886 series? I would assume that you do, but got it. Yep, for sure. A classic of that series for sure. The 2 and the 20. Those are all hitter pieces. Thank you, Yakosha. That's all squared up. Um Chicago. This is a note that doesn't worry me at all. That eagle is really nice on it. This note will get scooped up. It's been here for a minute, but again, when somebody is looking for an eagle, this will be something they'll pick up. Chicago Green Eagle 1918. Take care, Ontario. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. No problem. That'll hang out. I went to buy a jar of I made Instapot lasagna the other night. A jar of spaghetti sauce, like the normal one was like, I don't know what it was, like $4, which seemed somewhat high, but then they had, I don't know, like a Classico or something that was allegedly a little better brand or whatever. $8. I was like, are you kidding me? It was crazy. Here we go. Jay Handyman going with the Bears. Yeah, food is, yeah, for sure. With just two of us, a lot of times we have kind of a green list of places that I'll grab takeout from. And a lot of times, because there's no waste and there's, whatever, it's like a lot of times, like Chipotle or something like that is cheaper than me making something. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, and again, I just think for us because when I make this bigger quantity, I definitely do that a couple times a week so that I can take lunches and stuff so I don't have to eat out. Plus I think it's a little better for me, but um I think if you pick certain places, yeah, for sure. Jump in that giveaway. Or what giveaway number? How much stuff have I given away already? Man, I haven't. It's only 13? Sheesh. Let's see here. What else we got? Well, that's the thing. And I get they're buying in bulk so they can give you a better price, which is fine. I mean, yeah, steak has gotten out of hand. Here's a cool note. 1 week a month. I That's one thing I don't know. I grew up with milk, but Mrs. Blue and my first wife, they don't really prefer milk, so I kind of got away from it. So I don't know one with the kids being older now. They don't really eat cereal. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know if gals just don't prefer milk or whatever. I don't know. I used to drink milk with all my meals. 1981, 100 peso. This shows the throes of the Mexico Revolution of the early 1910s, 19 teens. Nice Mayan artifact out of the Artifact and Architecture series. The 100 peso 1981, $2 and go. You like milk and you're Asian? Okay, do Asian people like milk? I don't know. Or most Asian people don't like milk, but you do. I know you like talking about cars. That's crazy. The import market now of all those really popular cars from when I was younger, the Supras and all of that stuff. Oh, okay, lactose intolerant. John, he's white and he likes beer. That's one thing that is odd. Mrs. Blue loves chocolate milk. Okay. Yakosha, I mean, if this is too personal, I don't know, but you seem very educated. What line of work do you do, or This didn't sell for $2. 1981 100 peso Mexico. Anyways, that's no problem that that's hanging around, but here's a Canadian 20. I'm not sure what year this is. I think like 2013 or something. It is a polymer note and circulated. It's got a cool hologram on it. Kelly educated Scandinavian studies. That's odd because there's a lot of Scandinavian people, specifically Finnish people in our area. And if you don't know anything about Finnish people, they typically have very large families, usually between, you know, 8 and 16, 18 kids. Scandinavian studies in California. Finland is the outlier. Well, I could definitely tell. What else here? This is a cool private issue note. I'm gonna sell these as a set. I pick these up at the World's Fair of Money. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if in the Finnish people that live near me, they're not, they don't watch TV. They can use the internet like for work. I'm sure they do more than that, but they drive. It's not, they don't use, but they're very old school. Well, it's everybody's got a story, right? But anyways, this is a private issue like locomotive set. There must be different denominations here. Let's get these things in order. I picked these up at the World's Fair of Money in 2025. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think I know what I paid for these things. Just try to get. I'll offer it for what I paid. Private issue. It's got cool trains on it. It's Columbia something. It's their private issue. Nice color on them. Anyways, I'll probably throw those in the buy it now. Somebody wants to scoop them up. They've been just sitting for a minute. What's this? Mrs. Blue and I love watching World War II and learning about World War II and going to different museums. There's a really nice World War II museum in Superior, Wisconsin. It's called the Bong Museum, but not that kind of bong. I think it was Richard Bong was an ace in World War II in the Pacific, and he's got you can be half Wisconsin, half Japanese. You don't have to be though if you don't want to be here for a history lesson. You don't have to be for sure. That's America. But anyways, the Bong Museum, and again, it's not that kind of bong, but World War II, really cool. He must have been very successful in something else to obviously have his own museum. He's passed. Yeah, for sure. Um, some Canada notes that I got in, some newer stuff, mainly uncirculated. This is a really stunning 1975 with the Royal Mountie. That's a good note. 150. I actually sold a bunch of these more modern ones like the day after I picked them up, but I've got a few. This is a stunner, uncirculated. This is out of the Color Series 72. Really nice shape. 10, the 10. 20. This is an not an early one, but I think 2004. Here's a 74 uncirculated 2. I can go through pricing. This one I could do for 199. That one will go off to grading. That's really nice. The 100 would be 180. The 50 would be 70. This 100 would be 129. The 5 would be 20. 22, something like that. 30 on the Color Series 5. 35 on the Color Series 10. This 20 would be 52. The 2 would be 52. And the 20 would be 30. And the 100 would be 259. How much for the 10? I think there's only one 10 in here, right? Yep. This one here. I don't see any folds. We'll take a good look at it. Jay, that's all alleged. This is actually AU condition. There's a couple little there's no hard folds through the picture, but this is AU condition on the 1971 Canadian 10. I think I said 35. I'll shave a few more bucks off of it. Oh, really? That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, both of my dad and my stepdad were military veterans of Vietnam. So there's the Canada. Some kids wanted to be firefighters and different things like that. I wanted to be in the military since I was a young kid. Met my first wife. She was not interested in that whatsoever. So that didn't end up happening. But National 10, Gaberno 5, National 5, Londres 5, Oriental 5, Monero 10, uh, Ejercito, Gaberno, Hidalgo, bunch of Mexico stuff. My sixth wife? Well, there won't be a sixth wife, I guarantee you that. There won't be a third wife. I always say you got to look for the common denominator. And sometimes things don't work out right, but I ran into a gal the other day. I think she's been married 6 times and she's 30 in her mid 30s. It's like, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's not sure your personality seems like it'd be conflict with the military, but no coin show today that I know of, John. Memorial Day weekend, I don't think there's going to be a lot of coin shows going on. Let's see here. Here's a 1914 $5. Man, I've sold a whole pile of notes for 200 bucks. Sheesh. I got to get going here this morning. Get having too much fun talking. I'm not working. 1914 Tougher Minneapolis District 5. That's crazy. I love to meet people that were most of the people unfortunately are past now, but gotten a chance to meet a lot of World War II veterans and Holocaust survivors and all sorts of stuff. It's so interesting to me. Prosciutto King, congrats. Here's a 1914-10. I like about this note is the serial number 227-22797. Nothing crazy, but is a fun piece. Hawaiian, Chinese, Japanese. That's Mrs. Blue always gives me grief because I'm like about 50% Irish and she loves going out and losing her mind on St. Patrick's Day. And she's like, "Are you crazy? You don't even celebrate." I'm like, that is such a made up deal. Yeah, World War I vet. Yeah, they're, I'm sure, long upstairs. 1914 out of Cleveland, $5. Here's the original 1862 $1. This is the first note ever issued by the United States federal government. We've got the tape, we've got the holes, we've got everything on this 1862, but a piece of history for sure. 1917 $1 sawhorse. I've got an 1880 sawhorse that just came in. Yes, this is real. Here's the DB Cooper, not DB Cooper note. 1950A. Again, a dealer. I bought a big collection, made me buy this. So I have no idea. All I know is I'm gonna go try to sweet talk the lady at the bank and see if I can get 20 bucks for it. We'll put that up here. That's kind of fun. 1937 Canada 20. I had two of these. I sold one the other morning. Cool little vignette on the back of the 1937 Canadian 20. I think this is the only 20 I have left. Yeah, it's fun. I appreciate you coming in the chat. It takes the pressure off me, which I always like. 1928 A redeemable in gold 100. 1928 A redeemable in gold 100. It does draw a lot of attention, actually. People are always asking about it. So you're probably right. I probably should keep it. This note is not for sale, but I wonder if anybody has ever seen I've never seen one of these before. Not the note, but have you ever seen a holder like this? So cool. CGC Grading Company. I have currency grading and certification. It's in like a coin slab. It's so cool. That one I picked up. I just, when I saw it, I was like, yep. And they're like, are you gonna ask the price? I'm like, nope. I'll just pay you. Yokosha, there are people doing that. There are people that do like interview style. I have no idea. I never researched it. I bought it. I had 4 or 5 tables at a show a few weeks ago, or early this year. Well, I don't know about the honor, but I definitely help out anybody that I can. So I don't know what I could bring, but I'd definitely could do that. What else? I have so many notes. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, they're everywhere. Here's a South Florida in a 66 EPQ PMG graded. I think this was for my personal collection, but somehow I have it in my hand on the screen, so we'll run it. I'll throw that in my stack if it doesn't sell. High grade 66 EPQ. I sold 3 or 4 of these. This was the highest grade one. Apex Bullion, South Florida, 1897. Apex first purchase. Yakosha, just send me a DM. I'll get you my contact information. Thank you, Apex. Appreciate you. This is a cool piece. You may have seen Norfed Silver. Here's a Norfed Silver certificate graded 64 EPQ from 2002. I don't know why they holdered it 98 to '03. That's the series of this, but it's actually dated 2002. So I'm not sure why they did the series run there, but um, Palo or Palo, I don't have a mini porthole. That's kind of a cool piece. It came in, I had that graded. All right. Well, I think I've kind of tapped out what I have kind of stacked up here, anyways. Let's do another giveaway. And if you saw anything that you're interested in this morning, that 1 to 300 range, well, we can keep looking for sure. Let me grab another stack. Um, let's see what's in here. Rhode Island, East Greenwich, 1850s. Got the 2 gals running. What is this called? This is, I'm drawing a blank. They're making fabric here. A loom. There we go. This is a cool piece. Repaired. It's got some tape repair on the back. But the what I like about this note is the front is nice and it's pretty reasonable. Let me see what I can do here. Bring it in under $100, 99. Rhode Island East Greenwich with an 8 net PMG graded. Good eye appeal on it. they're gonna wear they're gonna wear the grass out. This is kind of an interesting note that I picked up. I have no idea. I could not find this anywhere. It's genuine Roswell, New Mexico UFO crash site, meaning I think they took a little bit of dirt and put on there, put the stamp on with the Roswell, New Mexico stamp. This, I have no idea. I probably overpaid for this, but I was curious to have it for my case at shows. The alien note, that's why I bought it. Again, I'm probably too deep into it, but I don't really care. I like it. I couldn't find any comps on it. Here's a 45 EPQ 1863 50 cent. Comment free holder. Apex Bullion jumping in on that one. 3 seconds. Yeah, but that's the thing, Douglas. That's I'm a collector kind of. I shouldn't even say that. I mean, I guess I'm more of a dealer, but I've always been a collector, so it sometimes skews things. A lot of stuff I keep, which is not good. It's like being a drug dealer and snorting some of it up. It's not it's best to just sell all of your product, but a lot of this stuff I really enjoy. So here's an 1838 Easton Bank. I've never seen one that's kind of this modern size. It's kind of a cool piece, hand signed and serial number 74. Yeah, for sure, but I definitely do. If you would ever see my personal collection, here's a tough State Bank of Illinois. It I don't mean it's tough because it's got a hole, but this is a tougher type piece. 1840. It's got the Native Americans running the Buffalo Down vignette. Illinois and Michigan Canal Fund. This is a cool piece. Be 3 times this if it was complete, but it's not. Apex Bullion and Currency jumping in on the 1840 State Bank of Illinois. 3 seconds. Sold at Apex Bullion's way. Thank you. Here's a tougher. Here's a little bit of help for everyone. The earlier in the Civil War, the higher the price of the note is, or the more value. Here's a 10. Obviously, we've got this kind of came out of that same group. It was all what I would call impaired, but this is a tougher 1861. Um, but yeah, the earlier in the Civil War, they weren't mass producing it like they were like the 1864, they were just printing them as fast as they could. You ever heard a story of like that where a government was printing money as fast as they could with no backing? 1861 Confederate 10, it's running, it's going to sell. 1861 tough type here. Apex grabbing. Oh, Philip jumping in. This is a better note. One you don't see every day. Apex is in 3 seconds on the 10, 1861. Sold at Apex's way. Here's a tough 500. This is kind of the exact opposite. I can show that one. 1966, $100 Red Seal, 55 PPQ, about uncirculated. That one will hang out, no problem. This is the exact opposite of what I was talking about. This is in 1864, late in the war, but high denomination 500. This is a note you don't see very often. It is taped on the back, but Confederate States of America 500. It's got the stars and bars in the upper left. Yeah, it was later 64, I believe, right? I don't think it, or did it go into early 65? Here's a Bristol, Rhode Island Freeman's Bank. This note was altered. So when banks would go out of business, the money would become worthless, so they altered it. This started out as a Freeman's Bank, Augusta, Maine, and was switched to the Freeman's Bank of Bristol, Rhode Island. This was bought from Pierre Frick, who wrote the banknote book on Confederates at the Baltimore show. The Baltimore Spring Show was able to catch up with Pierre Frick and then obviously caught up with him again at Central States here about a month ago. 1857 Freeman's Bank out of Bristol, Rhode Island. I'm going to show, got a few of these Knapp and Stout and Company out of Wisconsin. This one is Rice Lake. This is the $1. What I love about this note is the reverse. Ornate back, absolutely stunning. And this was issued. So most of these that are in really good condition were never issued. This one was crispy, uncirculated. This is a stunner out of Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Yeah, I had a Hagerstown, Maryland. Yeah, those are tough. Here's another tough early. Here's the $5 1861. If you missed out on the 10, this one's got this corner missing. 1861 tough Confederate type. Again, these would be probably 3 times the money or more, but this one's got that corner tear. 1861. If you see Confederates a lot on whatnot, a lot of times they're 63s or 64s. This is tough type here. Philip jumping in on the 1861 tough $5. It's running. It's going to sell 149. Do you want me to try to circle back to it? Here's a stunning The Bank of Troy out of New York, 1857. Does have a little corner tear there. One-sided piece. Out of Troy, New York. Great color on this one. Nice vignette. Cute little kids playing here. 1857, hand signed and dated. This one's got really nice signatures on it, too. Probably. Freeman's Bank. It was altered from the Freeman's Bank in Maine to the Freeman's Bank in Rhode Island. Hand signed, has strong signatures on it. Again, the reason why this happened is when the bank went out of business, the money would become worthless. So that's why these notes were altered back in the day so they could be turned in. 1857, nice strong. Got that really awesome cannon with the flag on it. No problem, that'll hang out. Bank of America $5, 1857. This was a counterfeit back in the day. Every one of these that I found in my research were all contemporary counterfeits. This one was sold at Heritage Auction in 2017. Absolutely stunning color. I spoke to Pierre Frick about this note. I did not buy it from him. He believes they were all counterfeit notes um, that were counterfeited back in the day. But I guess we could not find an authentic one. This is not a copy or a reprint from modern times. So that's a cool piece. Yeah, 100%. Egg Harbor Bank out of New Jersey, 1861. Nice deuce. Good color on this. This is from 1861. Again, nice strong signatures. Good color on the Egg Harbor Bank deuce. Proto Genius, I'm not sure what that exactly means. I hold on to it for just my personal collection, or I gotta get this stuff down the road. Here's a tough Bicentennial 2 star note out of the tough Minneapolis district, 40 EPQ. This in Kansas City is the lowest print run star notes. I think there's 140,000 of each of them were printed, so not a lot. This one comes in at a 40 EPQ bicentennial star note out of Minneapolis. Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely can circle back if it's still around. This one is again an altered note. Greenfield, Massachusetts, altered from Indiana Pioneer Association. Got that cool vignette. Every time I see him at a show, I have his phone number also. I try not to bug him. He's an absolute legend in the Confederate and obsolete space. But if I need to, I definitely will. There's a Minnesota absolute expert that I see regularly that I'm going to sell a note to next week. A tough obsolete. He wrote the um, book on Minnesota obsoletes and remainders. Sean Hewitt. So if you see a Minnesota note, a lot of times, like this has a Haxby number. A lot of times it'll have a Hewitt number on it. He worked at the Minneapolis Federal Reserve for 35 years. Nizzy Momo, those are hour ago, probably. Ed Taru. What else we got here? Might as well keep stacking up these notes on the desk. Appreciate you for sure, Marquetta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's a nice $1 military payment certificate, Series 591, which would be between Korea and Vietnam. Here's a high grade popular height of Vietnam 1969-65 PPQ. This is always popular, has the astronaut on the back and the submarine on the front. Stunning higher grade. Looks like a fresh PCGS holder. Here's a tough $5 with Medusa on it, Series 641, early Vietnam. Does have a minor rust comment. That's on the holder. Get that off of there. Where's the minor rust? Oh, there's a couple little spots right there. This is a cool piece. Good eye appeal to it, and a VF25. Series 641 Medusa $5. If your girlfriend or wife looks like that, you better be sleeping with one eye open. This is a stunning $1. Look at the color on that. Series 661 mid Vietnam here. Awesome vignette on the back. 64 AU Let me put tuck these away. Otherwise, I'm gonna have quite a mess. Here's the World's Columbian Exposition, 1893. This is Christopher Columbus on the vignette there. 1893, World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. Christopher Columbus version. They make different versions of these. Here's a really nice $10 brown seal. Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Look at the paper on that. Can't get quite under 100 on that one, but 1929 brown seal one, brown seal 10. Really nice paper on this one. Good example. Take a little bit longer look at that one. 1929 brown seal 10. That'll hang out. No problem. Here's a 5 and 10 North Africa emergency issue. Different serial numbers 37514448, 116877704. Kind of a nice pair there. Got about 480 on those. I don't think I should go that low, but anyways, the 5 and 10 North Africa emergency issue, World War II, the 5 and the 10 for the pair. That'll be fine. Those will hang out. Oh, there's a wood chopper. I think I sold a wood chopper last week. Had 4 or 5 in stock. This one's got a spot down here on the back. You don't really see it too much on the front. Got good eye appeal to that. These wood choppers have really been coming on strong lately. 1907 $5 wood chopper. $18.99 $5 silver certificate. Does have some pencil here. Got a little spot. I might send this out to restorationists to get this one cleaned up. Sold a Chief last week too. Here's a problem-free wood chopper, 1907. Congrats, Donnie, on the giveaway. 1907 $5 wood chopper. That one will hang out. If you're looking for a lower priced one, it's obviously got the edge and corner issues. Got a nice vignette on it though, nice color on the seal and serial number. $18.99 Black Eagle. I think the only eagle I've got right now, raw one anyways. If your name is Tony, this looked like it said good luck Tony. 20 net. It's got all the challenges, but it is graded up, ready to go. This isn't a fresh holder. This is a consignment note that gentleman sent, I don't know, 10, 12 of these impaired eagles and kept 3 or 4 for himself. And I've sold 1 or 2 of them already. Here's a fine 12 comment free eagle. It's a good value on this one if you're looking for an entry level graded eagle. Got good eye appeal to it. Here's a 5th issue 25 cent, 55 about uncirculated. Nice 55 AU PMG graded, ready to go. All right, got another giveaway going. Again, I'll open it if you saw anything interesting that you want to circle back to, let me know. You are welcome, Donnie. That light is bugging me. So is that one. Oh man, it's just blasting me in the eyes. Jump into that last giveaway again. If you haven't checked out the Blue Oval Pro, all one word, YouTube channel, definitely check that out. Could sure use your support over there on YouTube. Got a bunch of great currency content. No problem, Spooky. Spooky, are you heading to the cottage? Awesome, awesome. Hope you have a great time. I hope you're surrounded by family and friends this weekend. jump in that giveaway. Couple minutes left, and we're going to call it a morning. We will be back tomorrow morning, same time, same place. 1918 $1 Chicago Green Eagle. I'm going to show that one more time in case somebody wants to scoop that up in their package. While I've got a couple minutes, I might as well be showing something. Nice eagle on that one. All right, hold on a second. There we go. Got that taken care of. I'm all for everyone's opinion, but this is not the place for it. I don't care what it is, what side of the aisle it's on, what you believe is totally great in my world, but this isn't the place for that. So appreciate that, Marquetta. Wow, really? Good morning. Good morning. We're just wrapping up here. Yeah, for sure. Definitely pop on tomorrow morning. It went through a bunch of US graded stuff, but I don't want to sell you one or two things, so we won't be really selling anything more. Definitely pop on. I'll be back on tomorrow at 4 a.m. Central Time. We'll do it all over again with a bunch of fresh inventory that's coming in. Be going to the post office this morning. There's a bunch of new stuff coming. So, DB, congrats. All right. Well, with that, let's raid out this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see everybody again soon.